50 years since Israel gained independence, she has been struggling to create peace with her neighbors. Amid the hard negotiations and the discord, another reality has always prevailed. The beautiful port city of Haifa, Israel's third largest city, that has a population of 265,000, has served as a model of coexistence between Arabs and Jews and a variety of religious denominations. One source that has played a major role in maintaining this harmonious rapport is the Dunie Weizman Conservatory of Music, which serves as a melting pot for its 300 young pupils. The oldest music school in Israel, the Conservatory, was founded in 1924 by Gita Dunie Weizman, sister of Chaim Weizman, Israel's first president. Her daughter, Michal Brenner, reminisces.
I want to tell you about my mother. And I'm talking about years, of course, before I was born. My mother was a musician. When she finished her studies, she packed that piano, which my grandmother called a clap touch, and this was taken on a boat to Jaffa. And she knew that she's going to live in Haifa. She looked for a place. She hired a place which was in the German colony. And I think the only thing she had in that room was the piano, a chair, and a mattress on which to lie down. I remember the years, I was born in 1927, so by that time there was a school in Arlozorov Street number 6 with rooms and pianos and maybe a few dozens of children maybe. She decided that the school cannot go on working in rented flats and places. And she set her mind, of course, with the help of many of friends here. There was an association of friends of the music school. There were teachers who were backing and giving her a hand. And she managed to get a plot of land from the municipality, which is where we are today. I was present a few days ago in a concert which was given by Russian pupils.
The mass immigration from the former Soviet Union in the early 90s brought an influx of highly trained music teachers and many new pupils to the Conservatory. The Conservatory has also absorbed pupils from the Jewish Agency's youth immigration program, Na'aleh, which brings youngsters aged 15, unaccompanied by parents, to Israel to complete their high school education. They are given the opportunity to continue their music education and receive a diploma in the 12th grade.
I'm sure my mother would have been very, very proud if she could see what is happening here today. And especially on that evening, I was thinking what she would have said if she was here.
A music teacher, was one of the first graduates 70 years ago.
I came to the music school at the age of 14 in 1924. It wasn't a real school. It was a group of teachers who combined under the leadership of Mrs. Dunie Weizman and her assistant, Mr. Friedman Vogt. She was the sister of Chaim Weizman, the president, and he was the brother-in-law of Ben-Gurion, who was the prime minister. And as the opinions of the two leaders were not quite the same, every meeting of our school directors was usually began with a political discussion about the political situation. I had a great number of pupils. I can't remember them all. Sometimes there were 25 at a time. One of my first pupils was Ami Aloni. He was 5 years old, and he was very talented. We had 3 Wunderkinder at that time: Ami Aloni, Yali Wagman, and David Bar-Ilan. Ami Aloni, when he finished here, he went to Hollywood, and he made a very good career. When you see the actors playing the piano, it's his hands that are playing, and he writes music for the films. And I visited him in Los Angeles. He showed us around, showed us the Universal company, how he makes films, and it was very nice, very pleasant to me.
Among the many musical instruments taught at the Conservatory are the piano, organ, woodwinds, strings, harp, and percussion.
We okay? There. זה עוד פעם, רגע, עוד פעם. אבל פעם אני רוצה שתתרכז על הבטן. בטן אבן, שלא נשמע את הרעשים מהגרון. בסדר? אנחנו, המתח מהגרון. אוקיי? אז עוד פעם מכאן. כן, בטח שיש. אבל תנשום, תמלא את הבטן וקדימה.
In the 200-seat hall, the pupils enjoy many opportunities to demonstrate their talent to family and friends. Many of the Conservatory's pupils and graduates have received the coveted prize of a scholarship from the America-Israel Foundation for Music. Several have won prizes in international competitions in Europe and the United States. The choir frequently performs in choral festivals and other events. The varied curriculum includes a preschool music class which supplies the initial tools for 3 to 6-year-olds to develop a love of music. The Suzuki method is applied to teach violin and music to youngsters from the age of 3.
Up like a rocket, down like the rain, back and forth like a choo-choo train. Up like a rocket, down to that straight, back and forth like an express train. Down the window.
Scottish-born Jane Gutman, the Conservatory's director, studied music in Cambridge, England, and is a licentiate of the Royal Academy of Music. She is the driving force behind all the magical things that have been happening at the Conservatory since 1997.
Everything in my background brings me to believe that music is a catalyst. It brings children together from all different backgrounds. Then, having arrived in Israel as an Ola Chadasha many years ago, I realized that Israel is a melting pot from children for adults from all over the world, especially now that we have so many children from Ethiopia and also from the former Soviet Union. I was looking for a way to help these children to find a way to bring music into their lives, because I believe the minute children sing together or play together, they put all their differences aside. And my main aim, sitting in this chair now, is to find projects, to find money for these projects. The one I'm very interested in is the neighborhood project that we have, where we're going into the poorest neighborhoods in Haifa. There's children there who are second generation from the Arab countries of the Yemen, Morocco. Their parents have failed in their absorption to the country. There's a lot of drug abuse. And also many of the children from the former Soviet Union are living there now also. There's a lot of tension in these areas, and my hope is that if we create small groups of music, children playing music, that they'll put their differences aside and we'll have some very nice music going on there.
Perhaps when all is said and done, these youngsters will help pave the way to a long-lasting peace for future generations in Israel through making music together.